As the 2024 elections are drawing closer, there's a marked change in the demeanor of BJP Lok Sabha MP from Pilibhit, that is Varun Gandhi. It appears to have become harsher and more strident. Varun Gandhi was on a 2-day tour of his constituency and he has raised questions over his own party's slogans. He has raised questions on the status of the government schemes, corruption allegations, and unemployment. Varun Gandhi said that those who will not be able to repay their loan will have their properties confiscated and their properties will be auctioned. He said this in a questioning tone. Now, what did Varun say? Then now I want to ask, what is its treatment? Only slogans? Varun further said that Jai Shri Ram and Bharat Mata ki Jai. Will this work? Varun further said that I consider Mother India as my mother. I'm a devotee of Lord Hanuman. I consider Lord Ram as my favorite. But I want to ask you one thing. Every person is suffering from the basic problems that exist today. Will these problems be solved through slogans or through proper policy formulation? Varun wondered. Varun even targeted his government for the Ujjwala scheme. He said that under this scheme, cylinders were given to 7 crore people, but the same people could not get the cylinders filled. So, what benefit would this Ujjwala scheme be for the people when these cylinders cost 1100 rupees? He also cornered the government on the unemployment issue, saying that 90% of the jobs are based on contract and they can be given or taken away by the employer anytime. Varun Gandhi also spoke about the vacancies in the government departments, where he said that about 1 crore posts are lying vacant, and this data is not his own but provided by the government of India. He said, and I quote, "Why do you not want to fill these vacant posts? You want to save money, but the job of the government is not to do business. It is to hold the hands of those who are unable to stand on their own and make them stand on their shoulders." He was actually referring to his private member bill brought in Parliament. Varun Gandhi said that the government should fill in these posts as soon as possible. Varun Gandhi also took a dig at the free ration scheme of the Modi government. He said, and I quote, "Now I will tell you the reality. The money that will be saved will again be used in distributing flour, pulses, and grams in the elections." He also recited the song, "Teri mohabbat mein ho gaye fana, mangi thi naukri, mila aata, dal or chana." This is what he exactly meant. So what Varun Gandhi is saying, that free ration scheme is not a permanent solution to any kind of problems that exist today. BJP MP also slammed the government on the issue of inflation. He said that if the salaries have increased annually by 1%, inflation has increased by 7%. He also quoted the prices of kerosene, which has increased by 250%. He spoke about milk, whose prices have increased by 50%, brinjal by 56%, and onion by 70%. This is not the first time that Varun Gandhi has come down heavily on the BJP government. He's done it earlier many times. But what is different this time is an outright overt attack, no mincing of words, no oblique references. Varun Gandhi is clearly indicating that he is in a mood to draw his own line for the coming 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Recently, Varun Gandhi was seen in Kedarnath with his cousin brother Rahul Gandhi, and this triggered rumors that Varun might join Congress. There are also reports that Varun Gandhi was trying options with Samajwadi Party, RLD, and even India Alliance, but nothing has materialized so far. There are question marks over whether BJP will give Varun and his mother Maneka Gandhi the ticket to contest elections for 2024. So is Varun Gandhi trying to compel BJP to expel him? After removing him from the national executive, will BJP prepare the ground for his ouster and make him a martyr? On this particular issue, I spoke to political commentator, senior journalist, and author Nilanjan Mukhopadhyay. Listen in. You must have seen Varun Gandhi's 2 clips which are doing the round, where he has said that apparently just with the slogans of Jai Shri Ram and Bharat Mata ki Jai, they are not going to emerge as solutions for the problems. And he was speaking with regards to heavy unemployment which exists in the country. Now, what I want to understand from you is that what is Varun Gandhi really achieving by making these kind of statements? This is, of course, not the first instance where he has spoken against the government. There have been several instances, but what is he achieving at the end of the day if he's still within BJP?
I think he is creating a situation that it's for the BJP to decide whether he should remain in the party or decide to take any action against him. Just a few more months to go before the Lok Sabha is dissolved. So I think he does not want to leave the BJP and then being forced to resign from the Lok Sabha. If anybody wants to separate, from within the party, let them take action, issue a show cause notice, issue disciplinary action, write to the speaker that he's no longer, and the usual kind of procedure which is there. But you rightly said that this is not the first time that Varun Gandhi has said something like this. In fact, he's been out of sync of the thinking of the party for several years, at least post 2019. I've not really looked at each of his statements and do not have a litany of each one of them very regularly, but just a cursory reading, checking out with my own writings, with the other databases which are with me or available online. It shows that, over a period, that you have actually felt a certain amount of dismay in the mind and the heart of Varun Gandhi over the kind of policies that are being pursued by the government and even by the BJP. When the Agni Veer scheme was launched, he was fairly critical of it, and it's not the only occasion where he was. In fact, while these clips are limited to the issue of Jai Shri Ram and Bharat, is not enough. What would you achieve by just shouting Jai Shri Ram? Or he's talking about, the free food that is being given in lieu of, an economic policy which is going to restore people to their jobs, which they lost due to the pandemic. So besides that, he's talking about a host of other issues. You find that he's talking about corruption. He also says in one of the clips, that you look at any of the entrance exams for various jobs, tell me one single examination where the question paper is not leaked. Now, it obviously shows, high level of corruption within the government, and he's accusing that the government is not doing the job that it is expected to do. And basically, he's saying that it's a government of slogans, which does little but sloganeering. And this pace is increasing only because the elections are within the next few months. February, March, that is the time when elections would be called, Lok Sabha elections would be called. And next April and May, we will be voting, and then we will have a new government by the end of May. That is the stipulated period by which a new government has to take charge.
But Nilanjan, as you said that he's trying to create a situation where BJP expels him. Now, do you think BJP is going to do that? BJP has also been watching him very closely as to how he has been speaking against the party. He's totally has been at variance with what the party stand has been on various issues. But why doesn't BJP expel him either? Because he has been removed from the parliamentary board, both the mother and the son. They have been removed. So what stops BJP from expelling him?
I think the BJP also does not want to make him a hero. The moment you expel somebody, you actually make somebody a martyr within the party. That the BJP does not want to do it. So actually, they are testing the nerves of each other. What I anticipate more than anything else is that when Lok Sabha elections are called and when the party is deciding on the candidates who would be fielded from various constituencies, I do not think on that particular day we will find Varun Gandhi's name in the list. That is what the party may try to do, unless there is a patch-up between the party leadership and Varun Gandhi, as well as his mother, Menaka, before that, so that he's fielded from somewhere or the other. If he's dropped from the list of candidates and is also not involved in any organizational matters, in terms of managing elections, and he's assured that you do this, take care of this part, this certain region of Uttar Pradesh, and we will get you in through the Rajya Sabha. if that kind of an agreement works out, which I say is highly unlikely, given the distance that they have traversed from each other. So in that question, the ball will then be in Varun Gandhi's court. He would have to decide what he wants to do. Does he want to contest as an independent candidate against the BJP candidate and also from a combined opposition candidate, or would he somehow or the other be able to garner the support of all opposition parties and be an independent candidate supported
Right.
by opposition parties? Those are the various permutations and combinations. I do not think that anybody has worked out so many moves down the line. This is a chess game, nonetheless, in which everybody is making one move at a time.
But there were lots of rumors in between that he was in touch with RLD. He was in touch, especially around the time when the Bangalore and the Mumbai meeting of India Alliance was happening. Around that time, there were strong murmurs of him joining RLD, or he could join Samajwadi Party. Now, that, of course, seems to have, not taken off completely. Then there was a recent meeting, and that was an accidental meeting where everyone claims that he had with Rahul Gandhi in Kedarnath recently. Both the brothers met, and it was a meeting which had a high value as far as optics is concerned, but nothing beyond that. Now there are two options. Will he join India Alliance as an independent? Could be, as what you're saying, or are there chances of Varun Gandhi joining Congress?
I don't see him very easily being, either from his side and also from the Congress side. Mind you, you refer to this meeting between the two cousins, at Kedarnath. The both were essentially on personal pilgrimage journeys, which also, of course, for no political leader, right from Mr. Modi downwards to the lowest municipal committee member in the country. For everybody, there is a political dimension to everything personal that they do, and vice versa. But from what we read, there were reports also of Rahul Gandhi at that point reminding people that Varun at one point had been sympathetic to the RSS ideology. So I am
Yes.
not very sure, that these are actually ultimately a question of personal chemistry. We keep hearing, that Varun Gandhi has a better personal equation with Priyanka Gandhi than with Rahul. Now, these are all very personal matters. Everybody claims
But
to.
will his acceptability, Nilanjan, within Congress be as easy as what we are discussing? Because there will be a lot of other factors as well. Of course, the family strains which have existed. Apart from that, as far as politics is concerned, as far as Congress's politics is concerned, will his acceptability within the party be that easy?
No, I don't think it is going to be very easy because Varun, as Rahul Gandhi, what I read as to Rahul Gandhi saying that, that being a supporter of the RSS ideology, let us not forget the fact that cases of using hate speech and hurting religious sentiments. I'm forgetting the exact clauses which sections were used against Varun Gandhi, but he has faced problems, and purely for that reason, there is going to be a lot of opposition to Varun Gandhi being actively either becoming a part of the Congress or somehow or the other very closely involved with the campaign. I see that being a problem. It's a different thing if he's an independent candidate or is being backed by an opposition party and the Congress has a part of the deal. Then it is also not feeding a candidate against Varun. All those are definitely possible. But, as far as you talked about, murmurs coming up during the previous meeting in Bangalore and then also then thereafter in Mumbai. Now, you would remember that after the meeting in Mumbai, by and large, the India alliance has been in a state of limbo because everybody, at least the Congress, which is the principal, player from the opposition parties in this round of assembly elections, are waiting for the verdict on the 3rd of December. So I see a lot of developments happening only after that. And that is also possibly the time when we will see the return of murmurs over Varun Gandhi if he continues to make statements which are either very critical or very cynical about the policies of the government and the BJP in itself.
Right. So for now, will it be safe to assume or to analyze that Varun has been making statements against the government, but for now, currently in the present context, he's staring at an uncertain future within the BJP, and also we do not know whether he'll become part of the opposition.
No, I think, if we actually try to look at the political scenario standing in his shoes, I don't think that there would be any reason for Varun Gandhi to be really very worried about where he is. The biggest factor which is there with him is that he has age on his side. He has ample time. And obviously, the present equation, the present dominance and hegemony of the BJP and Mr. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister personally, is not going to continue indefinitely. He will vacate the space either for natural reasons or because of political developments, which are quite likely at any point of time. So he is, I think, essentially looking at a post-Modi scenario to create a space for himself.
Right. But this much is for sure, I think, and that's a last question to you, Nilanjan, that I think he will not get the ticket from BJP in 2024 in any case, both the mother and the son.
I would be very surprised if Varun Gandhi contests as a candidate backed by whichever party, be it the BJP, be it as an independent candidate, or be it by a cluster of opposition parties, or joins on any side. I have noticed one thing, that he has very consciously over successive, I think he has been a member of parliament for 4 successive terms, if I'm not wrong. He has nurtured the constituency. So that in itself is a big plus, for him to get a head start over anybody else. Of course, it depends on what narrative is he against. If he's going to be against a narrative like in 2019, like for instance, if from UP, he had been a joint opposition candidate in 2019, in the face of Pulwama, Balakot, all that happening, I do not think that he would have had very high chances, because whatever personal, loyalty the voters in his constituency would have had because of him nurturing would have kind of been balanced out by this huge upsurge of ultra-nationalism which was there in 2019. At the moment, there is no all-encompassing, overarching political narrative built by the BJP and Mr. Modi. So let's wait and watch. There are still several months to come.
Right. So the real drama still, I think, has to unfold. But as far as Varun Gandhi is concerned, and as what you also said, that he has cultivated and nurtured his constituency very well. So he fully knows that probably he enjoys the support of the people. Now, whether he contests from the BJP or whether he joins the opposition, he's quite confident that probably he will win as far as the Pilibhit seat is concerned. Thank you so much, Nilanjan, for joining on The Federal. And one appeal to the viewers who are watching this discussion: subscribe to our channel, send us your feedback, and stay tuned to The Federal. Thank you.
Subscribe to The Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.